Evening people, this is going to be a pretty quick video. I got a comment on one of my last videos. Someone asked me to talk about the differences in my mindset and the way I trade now compared to a year ago, because I mentioned it in my last video. So one of the biggest things, one of the main changes to be honest, that have changed in the way I trade and my mindset towards trading is using break even now. Last year, I actually made a video about a year ago to this day talking about why I don't break even and why I don't believe in going break even on trades. I basically argued that if you're getting into a trade, you need to already assume the risk that you're putting on for that trade. So why would you go break even? Because you've risked the amount that you're happy to lose. But what I've changed my mind on and changed in my model over the past year is I will go break even at a point where I don't believe price will go against me, because I'm that confident in my bias. And if price does go against me at that point, I don't want to be in that trade anyway. Does that make sense? If price reaches my break even, my point of entry, at the point that I have moved to break even, then I'm wrong. But I'm just saving myself. So let's just say I enter here. My stop loss is here. Price gets to here, which is my break even point. At the point that I go break even, I believe it is more likely for price to reach my target than it is to hit my stop loss. But if price does get to my break-even point, I'm happy to be taken out there. I'd rather not lose that money, because over all the hours and hours and hours of backtesting that I've done, of thousands of trades, I have seen that once price gets to a point where I can get break-even, it is more likely to reach the target than it is the break-even point. So I'm just saving myself an unnecessary loss, because if price was to go to that stop loss after reaching the break-even point, but I didn't go break-even, I'm just losing when I don't need to. Does that make sense? Second of all, this isn't a right or wrong thing for trading. This is very specific to individual people, but I prefer a higher win rate model than a higher risk to reward model. So I used to be aiming for 1 to 4, 1 to 5, even 6, and now I'd much rather win 5 trades in a row with a 1 to 2 risk to reward than be only winning 2 trades in a row but they're higher risk to reward trades. Only because for me personally, I like to be in and out of a trade in 10 minutes ideally, in and out. And it's just a lot better on my mindset and my psychology when I win more trades than I lose. Obviously that's the whole idea with being profitable, but you see all these people say you can be profitable with a 30% win rate if you're getting 1 to 5 risk to rewards a couple of times a month, which is fine, absolutely fine. There's people profitable doing that, and that's what I was doing, but now I've realized that I much prefer a higher win rate, winning more trades. So even if that means I win 4 1 to 2 risk to rewards in a week and I have 1 loss, or even one of those trades are a 1 to 1, it just works a lot better in my mind. That's just me personally. This isn't going to work for everyone, but it just feels a lot better for me psychologically to win more trades than I do lose. And that falls back to the very first point with going break even. I'm winning most trades and I'm hitting break even more than I am hitting my stop loss. So that just works a lot better for my psychology in keeping it in check over a longer period of time. Another main change in my trading that helps my mindset, which I've changed over the past year, is working on a much more mechanical trading model. So now I effectively have a checklist of about 4 or 5 things that I have to see every time before getting into a trade. So a year ago, I would have been looking for an order block, a fair value gap, waiting for a sweep, waiting for a market structure shift, all of these things, and I would have entered based on what it looked like. It's reacted to this order block, so it looks like it's going to hit this fair value gap. If it does, I'm going to enter. Whereas now, all of my trades look the same. They all look the same because I'm entering off of the same criteria of 4 or 5 confluences. And you'll be able to see that in my videos. And if you do want a video of me explaining the model that I am trading currently, let me know on the comments of this video and I'll go into it. So I'm utilising break even, I'm trading a higher win rate model with a lower risk to reward, and I'm trading a very mechanical model that is the same every single time, and it's been working for me recently. So not a lot of changes, but very big changes that have just affected my trading in a very positive way that looks very optimistic for the future. And I've been passing a few challenges. I've failed a consistency rule, so I'm on another challenge at a minute, but I've had the most wins consistently that I've ever had so far in my trading career since using the things that I've just talked about here, using these changes. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, it's going well. So hopefully that's given some of you maybe an insight if you're at similar stages with trading. And obviously there's so much more for me to learn. I'm only 2 years in. I'm only 2 years into my journey. There is so much more that I have to learn, and things that I'm going to learn about myself, learn about the markets. And I'd like to think that when I do a video in a year's time, there's going to be more things that I've changed and adapted to, because trading is all about just adapting and refining as you learn more things about yourself and the markets. So I'm very optimistic for the future of me and my trading. And inshallah, we'll be getting some payouts over the next couple of months off of the back of this consistency. So yeah, that's about it. Let's go.